Okay, now back to the open mic. Let's welcome Dan.
Hi guys, how you doing tonight? Now that it's summertime, I'm starting to think again a little bit more about my second cousin 3 times removed because we were really close. And although I was never an avid hunter and he was, we just really loved spending time together. And growing up, I always looked up to him. So we would go, every summer I'd go down to his country house and we'd go hunting together. And as I started to get a little bit older, so did he. And eventually he got sick. And that's when he told me that he wanted to leave me his house. And it made me want to cry because I didn't want to think about, anything after him. I didn't want the change, but I accepted. But he said it was only on one condition, and that was when he died, I had to have his body taken to a taxidermist and stuffed so that he could keep it in his house, in his trophy room with all the rest of his kills. Which I was thrilled to be able to do that for him. So when the time came, I did. And you'd be surprised how fast you get used to a thing like that. In fact, I have to say it never really gets old the first time somebody comes over the house and they walk into the trophy room and they see my uncle in there, just standing in that lifeless, static pose. I went to the zoo a couple weeks ago. Utica Zoo is amazing. People don't really give it enough credit, but they had a gorilla in there. I don't know if it was trained or not, but this thing was doing sign language with its hands, just like Coco. And but then I noticed they had a hearing aid, so I was just kind of like, eh. Putting up a good front, aren't I? Not really in a very good mood right now, because my dog got killed last week, and don't pretend like you feel anything. We just got back from the groomers, and she's a little Bichon Frise. And I love her to death. They put the little red bows in her ears, and they put a little red handkerchief around her neck. And I took her for a walk because I wanted her to feel good about herself. You can tell they're like, oh, yeah, I look good. I just went to the groomers, and I must not have been paying attention. She ran in front of a car, but by the time I realized that it was too late, a bunch of Crips had leaned out the side window and shot her like 6 times. You ever see those Extends commercials on TV? They always talk about how they can make that certain part of the male body larger. Well, I've been seeing those commercials for years, and I don't need that. But, it's like they say, you don't need it, but, get the little extra something. And I'm thinking they've been showing these commercials for so long. If it didn't work, there'd be no way they'd still be in business. So I picked up the phone right there and I called for that risk-free money-back guarantee, and it does not work at all. I have to tell you, it was a major disappointment. And then I'm calling back and I say, all right, I see what's going on here. They don't answer the phone; it goes straight to the the answering service. But I just kept plugging them in there, calling over and over and over again. Finally, someone picked up and I said, listen, asshole, I paid you $35 for this 1 month supposed money-back guarantee supply of your garbage that does not work. And the guy just cut me off like mid-sentence. He said, fuck you. We'll tell everybody. There will not be one person who does not know. I was just like, oh my God, that joke did not work either. But it's alright, because I've got more. You can't tell now because I haven't actually done it yet, but I've got a tattoo on the top of my head of the Sistine Chapel because Michelangelo is my favorite artist of all time. And I had it done by one of the best guys, right down there in California. It looks exactly like it, And in the summertime, I usually end up shaving my head so that everybody can see it. And understandably, a lot of older people don't respond to it very well. You know, because of the penises. Anybody ever been to the Hip Hop Cafe? No? It's like the, I guess it's like the Hard Rock Cafe. A friend of mine told me to go up there. I didn't even think it was a real place, but I went in there. You know, I thought it was just going to be like a total catastrophe too, but this place had good food. The service was excellent. The staff was really cool, very polite, and really, there's only maybe like 2 problems that I had, and the one was kind of my fault. I had to go to the bathroom, and you know, both of the bathrooms, there's one to the left and one to the right, and I'd never been there before, so I accidentally walked into the bitches' room by mistake. And then the other thing, I went to pay and they said they didn't take credit cards, so I had to use their ATM machine, which didn't have a slot. It was just a hole to stick your gun in. And I just started flossing. Because my dentist said it would be a good idea, and I've never had a cavity, so I didn't, you know, I'm not going to start flossing for it, but I had a really embarrassing situation with my breath, so I started flossing. And I have to say, the difference was incredible. I was amazed at just how much blood was hidden between all my teeth. Hey, thank you guys.